Hello everybody, my name is Petr Koutny and I have for you a really exciting chess game, Vasyly Ivanchuk, Maxime Lagrave, and this game is getting exciting exactly in this position where black will play move b4 and Vasyly will play knight to d5 and I will show move b4, knight to d5, and you should imagine that this will be a really hard position for white and hard position for black. White will be one piece down, but will have really activity and attack. Black will have one piece more, but maybe will be really important for him to be really careful and play the best moves in this position. But I will show this game from the beginning and I'm going to welcome you here and I hope you will enjoy this video. First move doesn't look like we are playing neither variation, but yes, we are nearly now in the main theory book in neither variation, and what's more, this is the most sharpest line of the neither. Okay, still we are in opening book, and in this position white is going to take knight on f6. So white is going to exchange bishops. That means black will have two bishops, but at the other side black will have a pawn, bad pawn formation and some pawn weaknesses. So what's more, that's a really difficult question if we should have two bishops and be okay with bad pawn formation, or if we should believe that the pawn formation is bad pawn formation is much more important than two bishops. Here Vasyl Ivanchuk believes that pawn formation is more important than two bishops advantage. Okay, still we are in main opening theory book, but here in this position main theory is speaking about long castle. Vasyl Ivanchuk decided to go for short castle. The reason why Vasyl played this move maybe is behind black's idea that black should play b4, a5, maybe a4, knight to d7, c5, or knight to c6, a5, c4, and black is looking forward to be active on the left side of the chessboard. If white is going to for short castle, all this activity is gone because it's not making sense to be active somewhere where white is not weak. Now in this position, it's important time to say what's the difference between move knight to d7 or knight to c6. Because Maxime played knight to c6 and everything's okay, but I will tell you that if you are playing knight to d7, your main idea behind this move is to go knight to c5. Maybe in this variation you can see that knight on c5 is a really active knight, but maybe is much more active than knight on c6. Even here is interesting that black has two bishops, but need to be very careful to play with his dark squares bishop, because it's really difficult to understand where this dark squares bishop should go. Should go to e7 or h6. And I will tell you that we will see exactly the same question in our game. So I'm coming back because in our game Maxime played knight to c6. You can see that with this move this bishop now is not active for maybe a few moves, and this knight is too far from the c5 square. Okay, knight to b3. I believe that Vasyl Ivanchuk believe that it's not the right time to exchange these knights. And okay, we are playing interesting middle game. Black is playing a5, h5 and h4. Okay, so we have time to go to h1 because of course we are not interested to be surprised in this open dark squares lines. So we are going to hide our the most important piece, and after h4 we are going to stop this pawn with move h3. Now it's the right time to speak if black should go with his star squares bishop to e7 or to h6, or maybe for long castle. I will tell you that the best idea is to go for a long castle and wait for a few more moves what white will play, and then black will know when this dark square's bishop should go, maybe to e7 or maybe to h6. But Maxime played to e7, and I will tell you that this move is not the best move. It's maybe a small mistake, but everything seems to be okay. Vasyly played rook to e1, and maybe from now he's speaking that maybe we'll go with knight to d5. Of course, it's important to wait for the black's move. And if black is playing b4, of course, the best move is long castle. One more time. If black is playing b4 and black played b4, Vasyly Ivanchuk went to d5. And this is really exciting, interesting position because, as I told you, black will take this knight, and from now black has more material. For material, black is winning, but white has activity, and what's more important in our chess game, is it activity or material? And it's really difficult to see when white will take this piece back, because you know there is only one threat. This e7 bishop should not move, because behind this bishop is a king. So okay, but this position is important maybe for another story. Even black has more material. Just check with me if you are able to spot a really good black piece. I believe that nearly all of black pieces are bad pieces. You know, it's very difficult to speak about rook on a8 if this rook is a good piece, or knight on a7. I believe that this knight is not a really good knight. This bishop is not playing anything. This bishop is blocked on e7. Rook on h8 still doing nothing, and you know, looks like from now black has difficulties to play with all his pieces, and one of the most important chess plan is to play with our all pieces. So yes, white has some compensation for his missing piece, but I don't know if it's okay for him. If I am, of course, not grandmaster, but I should be worried that as white I will lose this game because I am in less material. But knight to d4, and a good moment when white is improving his knight, and you can see that more and more white is stronger in activity, and it's really important to understand what black will play. Maybe black should go for long castle, but I will tell you that it's too late to go to castle now, because this attack will be maybe unstoppable, because white will take on b4, and it's going to f3, and this attack is so strong that probably black is losing here. The difference between activity of white pieces and black pieces is so huge that it's really difficult to believe that black will survive this position. For this reason, black took another pawn, and it's a question for white what he really got for a missing piece. Okay, knight to f5, and what to play now? If black is playing bishop to e6, this is a bad move, because I will show you that everything is working well for white. White will take on e7, and then is playing f5. White is getting back a missing piece, but still be in better position with huge activity. So I believe that this position is something what white love to play. Maybe for this reason black move it to knight to c6, and of course everything looks okay, and it's difficult to see how white will improve his position. If you are looking for improvement, if you are looking how to play good chess, every time ask yourself where your opponent has the best piece. And if you are able to spot opponent's best piece, and of course is this bishop, it's good idea to exchange this bishop, because if you are going to exchange black's best pieces, that means black will not have good pieces and black will play only with bad pieces. That's something interesting for us and maybe good idea how to play chess. So for this reason, Vasyl Ivanchuk went to e4 and is going to trade the black most active piece, as I told you. He took, maybe of course if he's going to e6, it's the same idea. We will take and f5, and is a really good position for white. So black is not interesting for this variation and is going to take on e4. Now maybe the good idea is to go to d8 with the rook and d7. White has planned to go to e1 and e2 and is asking black how he will survive this position. Okay, I will show this variation where I believe that maybe it's not enough for white this compensation, and maybe interesting variation is to go to c4, now to c5 and take everything on e7, and here black should make a draw. If black is going to take f4 pawn, check on c1, and f4 c1 is draw. Okay, interesting game which should be draw at the end. But maybe here is the last black mistake, and black believe that he don't need to go to d7, but black believe that he should go to e8 and everything will be okay. But it's a mistake, because of course you are going out of the pin, but if you are going rook to e8, you have another pin. So one more time this bishop shouldn't move, because there is pin to rook on e8. Okay, white is in a really strong position, and for black it's difficult to find new good moves. You know, nearly every move is losing. So what to play? Maybe good idea is to go to h7. And how to play this position? You know, even you have attack and even you are in good activity or in good shape in this position, still you need to find the best moves. And I believe that if it's going to open g file, then this game will be winning somewhere like this. So yes, white is looking forward to open a g file. So it's going to g4 and soon is playing g3. Maybe last chance for black is to go to d7, and of course white is opening g file, but after some exchanging I believe that this position it's not lost for black, but it's difficult for black. Black has bad pawn formation and white has still activity, but it will be difficult for white to win this game. Maybe the last chance for black, and black missed this chance and he went to b6. Okay, now is a beautiful moment when white is going to open g file, and it's difficult to take this pawn because as I told you, white will take with queen and then he will win over open g file. So black understand what white love to play and is playing knight to d4, but at the end this position is lost for black. It's going to take on e7. What a beautiful move. Black is going to take on e2, and now everything else is not difficult. This position is winning for white, and at the end black will lose this queen. So just to say, well done, Vasyly Ivanchuk, and I believe we should be happy that Vasyly Ivanchuk is playing so exciting chess, because that's chess which I love. Okay, everything seems to be okay, and somewhere here black is lost. As I told you, check, 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 and check to d6, and of course black is losing everything. Amazing game. I really hope that you enjoyed, because this game was full of fantasy, full of energy, and white played a really amazing moves, because it was really difficult to understand what everything white is got after knight to d5. I'm looking to find this position really fast, and yes, I'm here after b4 and knight to d5, and still it's difficult to understand this position. It's difficult to believe that white is playing the best move, or that this knight is worth of this activity. So maybe we have another information how to play chess, or we saw a really amazing chess game. I hope you enjoyed this video. I love Vasyly Ivanchuk games, and every time when I'm looking to his games, I know that these games will not be boring, and every time I'm very happy to see his amazing ideas. So I hope you agree with me that this game was really nice. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, press like, and thank you very much for this. Or you can press follow and be our new follower. Once more time, thank you very much for every new follow. So that's everything for now. Thank you for watching, and I hope I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.